the king of the track.
Right, so here's what's going on. A few days ago, I entered a lean bulk. And what's going to be happening is for 2 months, I'm giving myself 2 months to put on as much muscle size as I possibly can. And then I'm going to give myself 8 weeks to cut down for a holiday that I'm going on. I'm going to Croatia. So it's going to be sort of a quick bulk, hence the title of the series, Power Bulk. It's just like a quick bulk. But if there is one thing that I do know a lot more about than getting shredded is how to get big. And I know that sounds a bit silly, like, oh, I know how to get big. Everyone thinks they know how to get big. But I learned a lot about my body over the last 15 weeks, and I'm more than confident that I can put on a lot of size in 2 months. And this is mainly for the people who are only starting out in the gym and probably watch my videos, and they want to get big, but they're thinking, oh, let's get lean, let's get shredded and get big. The way I'd go about it is I wouldn't shred out to the point where I was only a week or two ago until you have a respectable physique. So for the first year or two, I'd recommend a bulk. And I know people think of bulk as like a guilty pleasure. Oh, I'm just eating whenever I want, I'm training, I don't feel fit, I don't feel good about my body at the moment because it doesn't look shredded. I don't have a shredded six-pack, I don't have a chest with veins in it. But you have to keep in mind that all that stuff will come in the future. When you're on a bulk, think of it as a protective layer over the muscle that you already have, plus you're building on top of that physique, so then when you cut down, you're going to have a respectable physique. And don't make no mistake, you can always cut down. Cutting down is always there, so is bulking. So never feel guilty if you don't have a six-pack and you know you're putting on some quality size. If you know if you're in a surplus of calories and you're putting on some size, don't feel guilty about it, because cutting is always there. But this series is basically gonna be me putting on as much size as I can over 2 months. The videos are gonna be a lot more informative. They're still gonna be nice and edited like the ones I already do now, but there's gonna be a lot more information in them, because I have learned a few things over the years of bulking and cutting that I can probably teach people that are only starting out and want to put on some size. Bulking isn't as easy as it sounds. People just think they just think they're in a surplus, but as their body weight is going up, they're not increasing the calories. They're not hitting over a surplus every single day. So it's like if you are cutting and you are only hitting a deficit 4 days of the week and a surplus 3 days of the week, you're not going to get cut. It's the same with a bulk. You need to be efficiently upping your calories. You need to know what your maintenance is at every stage of the bulk. Always be eating over that. But this is more of an introduction video. I know I've had a workout in the last one, but we're hitting a pull day today. I'm off to the gym now. It's a pull day, as I said. I'm training with 2 of my mates, and I'll chat to you in a bit. Right, I'm going to talk over this whole workout. It is sped up a little bit, but I want to just address a few things in the first episode, just so there's no confusion throughout the rest of the series, just in case I don't specifically talk about it in future episodes. You'll still have an idea of what's going on exactly and how I'm approaching this bulk and how I want to maximize gains in only a 2-month time period. What I'm going to talk about is mainly for beginner lifters, but anyway, if you're not a beginner lifter, you can still enjoy the workout. But I want to talk about what workout split I'm using, how I'm going about increasing the calories, how quick, how slow I'm going to increase them, my reasoning behind that, and just basically how I'm going to approach the whole bulk in terms of my 3 main lifts: the bench, the deadlift and the squat. So I'm going to get into the workout split that I'm going to be using, which is a push-pull legs. And if nobody knows what that is, it's usually a push-pull legs, then a day off. But whether I want to take that day off or not is it's up to me. Sometimes I like to go in on a day off and just hit accessory movements if I want to bring up a certain body part or a certain part of a muscle group. You can use your day off to just go in and not really attack your CNS, but just sort of tax the muscle a little bit. You're giving it an extra day or two of growing, so if there's any little weak points on your body that you want to bring up, that's usually what I use my day off to do. I don't usually like taking days off, but just for the simple fact that I'd be bored doing nothing else. Going to the gym is just an hour or 2 of my day that I enjoy. But if you want to take a day off, that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, so the push-pull leg split is it's push, which would be your chest, shoulders, triceps; pull, which would be your back, Usually you could do your rear and side delts, yeah, and then your biceps. It depends whether you want to mix it up, what you want to emphasize in the workout. If you want to emphasize your back on pull day, if you want to emphasize your shoulders or your side rear delts or your biceps. But I'd recommend just emphasizing your back on pull day, emphasize your chest and your front delts on push day, and then legs, you can just hit your whole legs. Or if you want to bring up a certain part of your legs, you can orientate your workout around that. But that's the split that I'm going to be using, and it's scientifically proven that for a natural lifter, a push-pull leg split is the most efficient. And stay away from all those bro splits where you're hitting one muscle group a day. So you could go in and chest day is Monday, back day is Tuesday. You're not maximizing the amount of time you have to grow, because for a natural lifter, it's unlike an unnatural lifter who has protein and muscle synthesis occurring for, I think, three extra days than it would for a natural lifter. I think it's 72 hours for a natural lifter. After that, your muscle is fully recovered and you should be hitting it again. You shouldn't be giving it a 7-day rest period, because you're not maximizing the amount of time you have to grow that muscle. You could hit it twice in those 7 days and grow the muscle, well, twice in the same length period. If you were waiting chest Monday and then you're waiting again till Monday to hit chest again, you could hit chest Monday and then hit chest on Thursday. So the push-pull leg split, in my eyes, is the most efficient way for me to go around this bulk, since it is a power bulk and I want to maximize the amount of gains that I get in a 2-month period. So I'm going to have absolutely everything nailed down to a T, my calories and everything. And I'm going to talk about how I'm going to increase the calories, what I'd recommend. See, increasing the calories too much isn't the best thing to do, and it's not going to benefit me any more than increasing the calories slower and making the most out of as little as possible, because I don't want to gain a lot of unnecessary fat on this bulk. Because for a power bulk, 2 months, if I go about it the wrong way, I could come out on the other end a lot fucking fatter, and it might take a little longer than 8 weeks to cut down. But I just want to show you this clip here. It was the last set of 100 kilo. I'll let you watch it. Obviously that's a fucking joke, lads. But you can see in this workout I'm hitting a pull workout, which would be back, and a lot of the time I usually emphasize the width of the back. I'll talk about my calories in a minute. A lot of the time I usually emphasize the width of my back, but for this bulk I want to bring out the thickness. So you'll see a lot in the workout that I'm doing a lot of pulling movements. I'm doing a lot of vertical pulling, which would start off with a deadlift, and after that I was doing a lot of rowing, and then I'm just finishing off hitting the lats, hitting some horizontal pulls. But you can mix and match that with whatever you want to do. But in the next video I'm going to talk about why I'm approaching the way I am and what my attack will be for the push-pull leg split, because there is parts of those days that I want to emphasize. And as I just said, on the pull days I'm emphasizing the thickness of the back, which would mainly be rowing movements. If nobody knows, like this is what I'm doing now, the lat pull down, that's to build width and to just look wider, because it's building the outer part of your lat. But I'm mainly going to be hitting the thickness of the back, so you're going to be seeing a lot of rowing movements in my workouts. And then usually on you're seeing here I'm doing shrugs. Usually on pull days you can hit shrugs if you want, because I treat the traps as a part of my back instead of shoulders. Some people like to hit traps on shoulder days, but I'll talk about that again. I just want to talk about the calories, how quick I'm going to be increasing them, why I'm going to be increasing them in that type of way. Right now I'm on 3,500 calories. Every 2 weeks I was planning on upping the calories 100 calories, and that would be mainly like 5 grams of fat and the rest carbs. Protein is going to be kept the exact same, because I usually just like 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. That's always worked for me. I know that's like the typical way to go about it, but it's always worked for me, so I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to fix what isn't broke. But so every 2 weeks I'm going to be upping the calories by 100 calories, which isn't a lot, but I'm going to be finishing my bulk on about 4,400 calories, which is a fucking lot. And I'm planning to just slowly increase them, as I said, every 2 weeks, just so I'm not really shocking the body into putting on like, what's all these calories. My body will just go into shock and just store it all as fat. I want to wait till my body weight goes up and then increase the calories efficiently with that. But that's how I'm going to be going about that. I'm not sure whether I want to add an extra 100 calories on in the second week of the first 2 weeks, because I am jumping a lot of weight very quick at the moment. So I might wait till the 4th week, then start adding the 100 calories. And that's what a lot of people make a mistake on. They just stick to a certain number of calories for the whole bulk. You're not taking into account how bigger your body is getting. You need to up your calories efficiently for the size of your current physique, and not the physique that you finish your cut on, which is what a lot of people make a mistake on. But there's a few more bits to this video. This was like the longest video I've ever done, but I'll chat to you in the next workout and enjoy the rest of the video. I'm just flying down centre real quick. I want to see if I can get a tripod or a gorilla pod for this phone. If nobody knows, I record with my phone. Sick ass camera on this. It's a 6S, the iPhone 6S. But I'm heading down to see if I can get a gorilla pod or a tripod that will hold the phone, because it'll make it a lot more easier for vlogging. And if I go gym on my own, it'll make it a lot more easier for me just to set the camera up and record, instead of getting someone to hold the camera. Because sometimes if there's no mates in the gym, it's awkward asking a random person to hold the camera for you. I went ahead and got some, in my opinion, it's some shit little thing, but it'll do the job for now. But it's this thing here. It's just a small little gorilla pod, and you can attach your iPhone or whatever phone you're using to it. At least it's a good little tool for me to just stick in the car, so I can maybe just drive instead of holding the camera like this and nearly killing myself in the car. But I'm gonna go home now, eat. I'm not sure what I'm doing for the rest of the day. I think I'm nearly 8 or 9 pounds heavier. And you can probably see in the clips from earlier on, like I filled out an awful lot for just being a couple of days. But I mean, it's mainly water weight, sodium, and just reintroducing a lot of carbs into the diet. You just blow out, man. That's why people get confused. They think it's the rebound effect of the diet. There's a good and a bad way to go about that. Sometimes people just binge eat like crazy and they put on loads of weight. It's not a bad thing, because you are in a bulk, you're in a surplus, so you're going to be getting big. But I mean, there's a good way and a bad way to do it. You can go ahead and just stuff your face, what they say, binge, and put on a lot of unnecessary fat at the start of the bulk. Or you could take your time with it, slowly increase calories, slowly up your lifts, just progress over time. It is hard at the start, because all you want to do is binge after being in a deficit for so long. But if you can stick it out, be patient, slowly increase the calories, eventually you're going to be on a fuck ton of calories. You're never going to be starving, and you're just going to blow out without putting on any unnecessary fat. One. That's it.